So in today's video, we'll be going through exactly how to make $72,000 every single month selling AI agents to local businesses in your area. Let's dive right into it. So you don't have to be a technical expert or you have a computer science degree or a programmer to be able to make this work. I used to be a construction worker at the age of 21. I'm now 25 years old. I've made over $4 million online selling AI and selling automations to businesses, as well as email automations, SMS automations to online businesses, e-commerce businesses, as well as local businesses like realtors, HVAC businesses, as well as landscaping and interior design businesses. Without further ado, let's get into how to price our AI agents so then we have the maximum leverage to be able to make as much money per agent sold. So before we dive into how to price, we actually have to dive into the exact process and what we're actually selling. Or every single business has one problem, right? And the most common problem that most businesses experience is they don't have enough customers, or they need more customers or need more leads. How do we actually solve this problem for them? So before we dive into that, we have three different pillars. The first pillar is lead generation. The second pillar is lead nurturing. And the third pillar is that the business closes the deal on their end. So we're going to dive into exactly what these three pillars mean. But let's go through the first pillar first, which is lead generation. So the first thing that we're offering to these businesses is we're generating them leads or generating them customers. And how do we do that? We do that through Facebook and Instagram ads. We actually run advertisements on Facebook. We spend money on behalf of them and actually get them leads and customers. And if you're wondering what these ads look like, these ads look a little bit like this, all right? Imagine that you're selling AI automation, AI agents to solar companies and solar businesses, wants to install more solar panels in family homes. Then you're gonna make ads just like this. In ChatGPT, you don't even need to hire a graphic designer to do this. And no, we're not doing video ads. We're only doing static and image ads because they're much faster to test, much faster to create. And once we have an image ad which pops off on Facebook ads, and we can then turn that into a video. So this is what the ads look like. So these are all created on ChatGPT. So let's say for an HVAC ad, we can do something like this where we have an offer and a $50 off coupon here. Let's say we have heating and ventilation ads that look like this. And these ads are crushing for businesses running ads in their local area. So this is exactly what we need to be doing, creating ChatGPT static ads to run on behalf of these businesses. And yes, we're going to charge for this as well. So we're going to solve that first problem. So if you ask every single business owner what their biggest struggle is, it is finding more customers. It's not hiring more staff or needing better equipment or opening another location. Even if it was, which isn't, the reason for doing so is that so they can service more customers anyway. So the problem and the root cause of their problem is that they need more customers, right? Everything they do is to service more customers. So their core and deepest root problem is to find more customers, which we're solving for them by running Facebook ads for them. And if you're wondering, hey, Hugo, I don't know how to run Facebook ads. Well, you can always hire someone for like $400, $500 a month to run the Facebook ads on behalf of you because we're charging this business $10,000 to set it up, including the AI agent. So that's the first problem solved. Let's now solve the second problem, right? Which is building the AI agent or building the AI voice dialer. And you might be wondering, hey, why are we even building a voice dialer? The answer to that is that most businesses, 28 to 50% of businesses miss their phone calls during busy periods, mostly for local businesses because they're too busy on the site actually doing their work, right? They have fires to put out, they have staff to manage, they don't have the time to pick up the phone. So maybe sometimes at 2 a.m., a 52-year-old dad named Joe, he can't fall asleep because he says, hey, I actually want a solar panel installed tomorrow. Let me call this business to see if they're awake. And they're not. So the good thing is, so we're going to create an AI voice agent which can respond to voice calls 24/7, whatever time it may be. And the biggest problem is after speaking with many business owners, most of them have receptionists and front desks which are overworked and they tend to be really rude when they pick up the phone. So this tends to scare customers away. But an AI doesn't do that. An AI is always polite. An AI always responds well. And an AI is able to answer calls 24/7 without taking holidays, vacations, lunch breaks, or taking a sick day off. So this is the reason why we're building an AI dialer. And I think this is one of the most powerful things that AI can offer to us at the moment. So it is actually losing us money to not actually build one and actually sell this online. Rather than using ChatGPT to create a fitness plan or it's using N8N to create an agent to solve one problem in their business, we're solving different layers of problems in a single business. Therefore, we can charge enough money to make at least $10,000 per client. And in just a second, we'll be diving into how do we actually price. But most businesses, they're too busy to pick up the phone and the person's overworked and tired. So the AI dialer sounds completely human, is polite, works 24/7, and the AI books the business dream customer into an appointment so then the business can give them a quotation, and then sign them on a deal. The business saves money. They don't have to waste time training. They don't have to deal with rude front desks, and the AI dialer will get them bookings, and the business gives them quotations, and pretty much the business makes money. So this is the second pillar, which is lead nurturing, because most businesses don't have a proper nurturing system or a system to really respond to customers, whether that might be from phone calls or emails or SMS or text messages. We can handle all of this for them, but the primary goal and the primary agent we're building for them is the AI dialer. All right. If the business wants an email assistant or a sales assistant or a text assistant, then we can always offer that as an additional upsell service, which we can charge at least $1,000 a month to implement on top of the $10,000 that we're already charging them. So we've already solved two of the biggest problems in most businesses, which is first of all, getting customers. And second of all, is actually answering those the calls, inquiries, and texting the customers back. So then the third job or the third pillar is that all the business owner needs to do is to talk with the customer that the AI dialer has already booked them into an appointment and ask them, hey, what's your budget? The homeowner, Joe, says, hey, my budget is $10,000 and I want it done tomorrow, and the business gets paid and they're happy. So the business closes a deal and they get a new customer because you got them the lead from Facebook and Instagram ads. And then secondly, you also nurture that customer with an AI dialer, because the reason why ads don't really work for most businesses is because they don't have a proper nurturing system, which we do, which we have solved in problem 2. Right? We've installed an AI dialer, and therefore the ads will work because we have a proper nurture system for that business, which we've already built. So essentially we're solving a lot of different problems inside one business, and these are really expensive problems for most businesses. Therefore, we have the audacity and the authority to charge $10,000 for a setup fee. So that is the offer. I'm not gonna go into too much of the specifics on the actual Facebook ads build out here. All in all, we're pretty much just building the static and image ads on ChatGPT, just saying, hey, make me a one-on-one static ad for lawn remodeling, businesses to get more customers through Facebook ads, and it's going to pop out with an ad for us just like these above. All right, just like this above. And we can always customize it as well. We just got to set our campaign objective. This is a full tutorial on Facebook. I also have another tutorial on how to run Facebook ads if you want to run it yourself, but most people don't want to. They just want to be a business owner and just put the moving pieces together. You can always hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork for like $400, $500 to run your Facebook ads for your business, for your client, for every month. And that's the first problem. And now the second step is we actually build out the AI voice dialer in Synflow.ai. Now, Synflow AI is where we're going to be building out our AI voice agent, which is going to respond to phone calls. It can act as a front desk, and it also can make outbound calls, meaning that whenever a customer shows interest in our ad from Facebook or Instagram, the AI voice dialer will call them on their phone and book them into an appointment, asking them, hey, what time are you available tomorrow? And what's your budget? And how soon can we get started? Things like that, right? To move them along the buying process, to make them from a cold customer to a hot customer, right? A cold customer doesn't really know about you yet, and maybe knows about you a little bit, but the AI voice dialer turns them into a hot buyer by asking those questions and booking them in, and also by putting the relevant tags into our CRM. The basic plan is $97 a month. The growth plan is $200. The pro plan is $300. But all we have to do is really start with the basic plan. So I'm not going to go through all of these steps right here. I have a full tutorial, which I'm going to link right here, anytime right here. I don't recommend hiring someone because it's super easy to do, and you don't need any technical skills or coding experience. It's pretty much a no-code tool. So if you can't even do that, then probably this video and this business model isn't for you. But if a construction worker can do it, then so can you. All right, so now let's get into the actual meat of this training, which is how to charge and how to price, right? So the client will pay you on the low end $10,000 to set up the AI voice dialer for them. And this is going to include 3 months of running their ads and getting them customers. Because if you only even get them 1 or 2 customers, that's more than the return on investment that they paid you back, right? Getting them 1 or 2 customers is at least 10 to 20K, 30K, even more. So paying you $10,000 to set all of this up for them, plus you're saving them time and having a 24/7 receptionist and a front desk, is not only saving them money, but making them a lot of money as well, and saving them a lot of headaches because they don't have to train staff and team members. We're going to charge them $10,000 for 3 months as a setup fee. The first month, we're going to run the Facebook ads for them and get the customers for $500 a month. We're going to pay a Facebook ad media buyer, which means this guy is going to run the ads for that business, right, for $500 a month. And then on the first month as well, if you don't want to set up the Synflow AI voice dialer yourself, worst case scenario, you pay someone on Fiverr or Upwork $200 to $1,000 to set it up for you one time, and it's and it's there forever. And you can then replicate all those systems and the things that guy has built for the business and replicate that for your other clients. So you don't have to build everything from scratch. Obviously, if you're reaching out to different niches, let's say you're working with solar companies, real estate agents, maybe even e-commerce businesses, then you'll have to tailor the voice agent for these different niches. But I recommend starting with one niche. So then when you do pay that Upwork guy to set up the AI voice dialer for you the first time, you can replicate that many times because they're all in the same niche. All right, so that's month one, which is $10,000 minus $200 to $1,000 minus $497. And month two and month three, we don't have to touch the AI voice dialer at all. So that's zero cost on our end. But then for month two and month three, we do have to still run ads for the business, meaning that it's around $500 a month. So it totals at around $10,000 minus 1,500 minus 1,000, which totals to around 7.5K take home profit. So that's literally how we price our services, not to mention all the other flows that we're building for the business if they want to. And I highly recommend upselling the business on different flows to help them make sure that the customer attends the appointments, send them text messages to make sure that they're up to date. And all these automations you can also build for the business and charge at least $1,000 to $3,000 per automation. So if you want more help in starting an AI agency in 2025 so you can get started and have something up and running by 2026 and have your first client paying you $10,000 by 2026, then click on the link down below because we have a couple students that joined last week. One has been a nurse for 30 years in the medical industry and he's reaching out to plastic surgeons in California. We also have a real estate agent who's building a software and selling it to other real estate agents. So do click on the link down below if you want us to help you build your AI agency in less than 30 days so they can get your first client before 2026 because the new year's coming along. We only have less than 2 months left. So do click on the link down below if you want my personal help. But then my team and I can help you build out your agency and start signing clients. So if you found some value in this video, click on the like button down below, comment if you have any questions, and make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.